Yay, we're live. Hello. Sorry about you guys are okay. Yeah, God's number one. You were saying that the banner isn't right. I'll change that. I'll put the time up at the top, but it's noon Pacific time, and then adjust to your time zone. So, okay, how are you guys doing? How is everyone? I saw the funny jokes you had going on about the why is he on the roof? God. Yeah, I'm going to read on that. So I have 15 questions or 14 plus our reading for us after at the end. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Sister Tara. So the only little announcements I have are thank you so much for subscribing and all the likes. You guys have really been helping me out. I so appreciate it. We have the Lionsgate coming up tomorrow. I guess the Lionsgate 8-8, right? So the power of eights is the way I see it. It's all about power. The eights are about power. Think of the strength card in the tarot. So yeah. Hi, Rita. Hi, Laura Carlo. I'm glad you made it too. Hey, Carmen. So yeah, and then Saturday we have the full moon in Aquarius. That should be really good. That should open things wide up. And also even today, 4:24 p.m., Mars moves into Libra. So out of the journey of Virgo, where we're kind of like, oh, looking for facts, what makes sense? Oh my goodness, can we bring some divine order into this mix? But it's good for gathering facts and discernment, and it's made everybody's, I guess it's kind of rearranged some eyebrows. Like, I can't do Stephen Colbert's eyebrows, but that's what's in my mind. Like, what? So yeah, all of Trump's supporters are turning on him. So now that it's moved into, or this afternoon when it moves into Libra, it's so it makes a kite formation. You know how with the aspects you can have a kite? So you have two sextiles at the top and then two trines at the bottom. And then the point at the bottom is like the rudder. And then you have an opposition, and then you have another trine up at the top. So you've got a grand trine and then two sextiles. So basically, bottom line, what all that means is we have opportunities up at the top to, because up there it's hitting, wait, hold on, let me, up at the top, the two sextiles go to, oh, that's right, Saturn and, hold on, let me look, just so I don't screw up. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, because this is really important. It's going to last for a good week or so. So this next week is going to be pretty hot. So yeah, up at the top, it's Saturn, so the government, right? And limitations and what gets passed or not. And then Neptune. So Neptune has to do with spiritual power, but it also, hanging out, checking in with our guides and getting guidance. But it's really good for creativity. My goodness, musicians and singers. And hello to my friend out there, Pam Rose, if you're listening. Oh, she's doing some good work. And she has her own YouTube channel if you want to check it out. It's called Pam Rose Official. So with that said, there's Saturn government, Neptune, also on the dark side, cults. Well, it's reality time for the cults, for the cult members, right? So that's the apex. So there's the opportunity. And then what's over on the other two corners of the trines, or the upper trine, is Uranus and Pluto. So Pluto, the power of all of us with humanity, because it's in Aquarius, but also the power of, the tech bros and all that. Hi, Mimi. And, but it's also the power of creating freedom and reinventing yourself. So it's good for people that want to get away from the lies and the deceit that Trump has been carrying all this time. And then Uranus on the other side of the trine. So we have Pluto trining Uranus. So Uranus is the change agent. It's the great awakener. It's the enlightenment planet. So those are there for quite some time together. And then, so that trine will stay there even longer than, Mars is a faster moving planet. So it'll move on. But then at the bottom of, so you think of a kite, right? When you're flying a kite, yeah, you want to go somewhere. But if you don't hold on to the rudder, you don't have anything. The kite just goes, right? Like Trump's hair. Where to go? So the rudder being the rudder of the kite being Mars in Libra. Well, Libra is all about justice, fairness, and equality. Everybody wants the truth. Hi, Rick. Hey, you. Hey, Susan from Montana. So yes, I think this is going to be good this next week. But it's like, hold on to your horses or hold on to your hats. So, okay. Oh, Mimi is today your birthday, Mimi? Oh my goodness, is it really? Oh my goodness. Happy birthday. You are so talented. I hope you have your own. She does the most beautiful art. I have a piece of her art. Well, I have her avatar. She sent me that. I have it in my bedroom. I love it. So if you have anything to sell, Mimi, post it in there. If you have anything you're trying to make space for in other people's homes. So, okay, let me get over here to the starred questions. And thank you so much for posting them. I put that post in the post section Saturdays or Sundays. I think this week I didn't get it until Sunday. But that's where I bring the questions over for us here. So the first one is from Jody. She wants to know, and I'm at 7:25. I have to do my own timestamps here. She wants to know what's going to happen to Jack Smith. I know Trump is coming after everyone. He's on his revenge tour. First thing he did was pardon all the J6ers, every single one of them, and that's permanent. These commutations and pardons are permanent. I think presidents shouldn't be able to give presents like that out. Boy, if we don't have a new rule book for how to not have a POTUS, I don't know what. I mean, my goodness. Okay, so I did a whole video on that, though, on the chain of events. It's titled Chain of Events, so you can always look in my library for that. I don't think it's more than a couple weeks ago that I did it. So, okay. Get back over here and see how you guys are doing, too. Hey, Mark. How you doing? Yeah, Pito, right? Trump was feeding the White House pigeons on there. Yeah, sure. Sure he was. He doesn't like birds. He doesn't like anything. He doesn't like anything except money and gold leaf. Okay, let me focus in. Jack Smith. How are you going to do with this attack? How will you fare? How will the process be for you? How's it going to go there? Okay. Well, he has a lot of blessings. He will definitely recover. Okay. It's good that he's in another country. There's movement. There's action. That's a good card. He has options and choices in this, on this path here. He might go through some confusion and some cloudy times, but that doesn't look too bad. He's going to use his voice with the birds to beat off these cards are like this. I'm doing a 9 box. He's going, so the clouds are up here. They're just, at the top, like the cards at the top are kind of like, but the ones at the bottom are really important. So he can beat off this. This is Trump's abuse here, this confusion that's going out. He can smack that. And here at the bottom, he's going to be safe. We've got the house. And then with the star, he has a big plan. And how he'll block it. He has the ability to block it. If I were to keep going, there's movement away. He has really good karma. I think a lot of people care about him. The movement away is from the distraction. So, yeah, I mean, isn't that what Trump does? It's just all about, it used to just be deny, deflect, and then delay with the lawsuits. Now it's just major distraction. It's like Don the Con and all these, oh God. So, but anyway, it's going to improve over time. He'll be fine. He's strong, solid, grounded, and he has ways to, these cards are next to each other, to legally, here's our answer card. He's in a high position. He's going to be able to legally block what's going on. And then, Trump's just going to try something else or focus on someone else. He can't, Trump is being told no all over the place. All over the place. Connie B. Oh, hold on, honey. Hold on. Let me hide this. Wait. There you go. Your novel, The Ghosts of Red Sands, is available. Oh, Connie. Wow. Oh, my goodness. What a long time coming. You've been working on it for years. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, my God. It finally happened. Right on. So, The Ghosts of Red Sands. Right on. I am so happy for you. I will go buy it. I absolutely will. Oh my goodness. You guys know someone that was born 8888? Yeah, I know someone that was. Yeah, he's a really special kid. Well, he's a grown adult now. But yeah. Okay. So I think I'm ready for the next one. Let me get over here. And this one at okay. PEC wants to know, was the coroner who did Ivana Trump's autopsy paid to say it was an accident? Okay. So basically, did the coroner lie? That's what I'm going to ask. Did the coroner tell the truth, or did the coroner lie on Ivana's autopsy? Right there. Well, let's see. I've got the garden, the tree, sun, cross. Ooh. I would say yes, because here's the interaction. Okay. Does anybody know if that coroner was a man or a woman? I'm wondering about that, just because I have the woman card here. So, but basically, like these three cards are in the middle. This one's a liar and a fraud. This card relates what goes out to the public, and then the woman, it could either be Ivana or maybe wait, it went this way. Hold on. Yeah. It's either Ivana or the female medical what do you call it? I watch way too many BritBox and stuff, and it's like medical examiner. But I don't know if that's what they're called here. Oh, the coroner. It's right there. So yeah, that looks fishy. When it comes to yes cards with the Lennies, yes. The cross is about being guilty. Okay, so there's guilt. Yes, there's guilt. These are up at the top. And her reputation was tied to somebody who came in and gave her something. Let me see what's at the other end. If I were to, yeah, I think there was some government. There was something. There was a payment. There was a commitment. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Chief Medical Officer. Yes. There you go. Thank you, Connie. Okay. Wowee. Wow. I'd never asked about that before. I did get when I read on her that she didn't fall down the stairs. She was beaten and put at the bottom of the stairs to make it look like she fell. Hey, Christy. Hi there. Okay. So let me get back over here. And the next one, and I know you're here, God's one and only. It's a great name because we all are. Will the Trump regime ever leave the White House? Okay. And Congress, will Congress ever leave? Well, that's a separate thing, and they get, they go in and out based on elections, as long as they're legit. Don't get me started on that. Anyway. Of course he's trying to stay. I think I have another question in there about that, but that's his plan, probably. But will he ever leave the White House? Well, of course. Even if it's that many years later, I don't know. Let's see. Right, Mandy, a decent autopsy would have seen that. Yeah. And then she was cremated very, very soon. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So he will leave because he's an elderly man and his health is not good. It's not good. It's terrible. And, people may comment that, oh, yeah, well, the cards look terrible, but then he keeps walking. Well, until he doesn't, until it's faceplant, right? I mean, that's the way, that's how psychopaths roll. They go until they just hit a wall and then they can't go, right? So, yeah, he'll definitely leave. But let's do it this way. Let me go to your second, because that one, the first question is for sure, yes. But will someone stop him? Will someone stop him? I mean, it's against our Constitution to run for a third term. And anybody that, I mean, I remember Dick Cheney didn't want to leave. But he did. At the 11th hour, or minute, actually. Will someone stop this crazy man? There. There are lots of people who care. There are articles of the movement of our Constitution. There are a lot of people who care. So a lot of people who care about the Constitution. Also, who's going to stop him? Let's see. Let me keep going. Will they stop him? Well, the answer is yes, but let me see if I can get a little more clear about how. I'm going to get something more. Okay. So at the center of the spread, there are a lot of people who care. So lots of people are, well, this is everyone in America who cares about our Constitution and the movement. We're tied to the Constitution. And even though, I mean, this is him trying to just, put his, I can't say it. Let's see, his ample butt, keeping it. He wants to just keep it there in the White House, of course. That's the plan. But yeah, there's a whole story here, but I think I could save some time in that he doesn't have that power. There's the line going here between, here's all three branches of government, all the branches of government, and here's the articles in our Constitution. He can't do that, but he'll try. He'll try, and there are people that are committed to him. He'll try. There are people that are committed, but they won't get away with it because they see it. Everyone will see it as a big scam and a big fraud. So the question, will someone stop this crazy man? I've got yes, and it's the strength of our Constitution. So, yeah. Now, I don't know that it's going to go that far because, so that the tree card, I shouldn't have grabbed them all back together because now I forget the order. Oh, it's right here. The tree card is his health. And then because this was on the diagonal with the clouds, and the clouds is his, this would be his confusion, his dementia, right? So, yeah, and his power is not, yeah, no. We don't have to worry, I don't think about that, but all this grifting, all this, and he's normalizing it in our government, and that's the problem. The problem is a cleanup afterwards, and who's going to do it? Somebody needs to do it and do it hard and fast and get it done, right? Really needs to happen. Right, Lily. Hi, sweetie. Doesn't he know he won't live forever? He's just trying to make sure he doesn't go to jail before he croaks. I wouldn't be surprised if he runs off. So, yeah. Right, Gordian Knot. There are no pockets on a shroud. That's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, let me get back over here. And thank you for that question. Dragonfly press design. So 23, 29. I think I forgot to write down the other timestamp, of course. Okay, so with this one, hi there. Let me get back over here too. She's wondering if the big, beautiful ballroom, right, will it actually be built? It's definitely another grift. He's trying to, he gets off on this he power trips. He gets off on power tripping about, and he's trying to say he's building it with his own money. Sure. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So anyway. Will the disgusting Mar-a-Lago ballroom, will it actually be built? Yes or no? Will it? Yeah, another grift and another distraction. That's right. Will it actually be built? Well, there's a lot, or there's financial something with a woman, or maybe there's a woman that gives and donates. I don't know who the woman would be, but then it all comes to a big old no. Is something ends. Something ends, and it's minimized and cut. So it's like no, 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 no. And what is revealed is some law on the books or something, I wonder, or maybe some building codes that won't, it won't work. This is interesting. There are choices, but then with the government, the high, you know what, this might be the roof. This might be the top of, maybe it can't hold like what he wants to do down there with all the chandeliers and all the, because there's something about, there's no, and it's minimized and cut. Could be the money. Yeah, hold on. If I do it, let me put it back into the order it went through, and then lay it out at a $9 because I'm getting. Okay, there's the money. There's a lady. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting there's some building codes or something. It will be seen that the choice for the government to go along with that is one problem, but another one is the decision will be, it's, you know what it is at the center? It's the money. It's something about the money, and there'll be a decision, and there might be some woman, some strong woman, like it could be, who I'm thinking of is Elizabeth Warren, because the fish relates to water, and she's a Cancer, and she's a Cancer sun sign, and she's always on it when it comes to the money, right? She started that financial protection. I don't even know if we have it anymore, but yeah. Because these cards night together, so there's something about the money that's going to be that, like the accounting will be revealed, like that the money's not there, and he might be it's like him. It's just him and his dementia. It's a short-term plan. Yeah, I'm not. It might get started, but something ends it, and I think it has to do with money. Yeah, Mar-a-Lago 2.0, right? God. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me get back over here. Thank you for that question, Dragonfly. Okay. SCM, I think Stephanie, and we're at 28. Ready? Okay. So this one, okay. I hate these questions. It's the kind of thing. It's like if I get a yes, then everybody's afraid, and then they attract it. Your fear can attract more. I prefer people are just really prepared, and then are able to weather through. No pun intended, weather through whatever's coming. Okay. Will there be any hurricanes that hit the East Coast? The East Coast. I'll never forget Hurricane Sandy. Will there be any hurricanes that hit the East Coast this year? Yes or no? And if it's yes, how big? Right there. We've got the clouds right in the center. So here's our weather. The key is yes. The scythe is dangerous. The whip is, I mean, my goodness, to have it's like whipping the hurricane around. The sun is yes. The bouquet has to do with recovery. The fox has to do with in the context of this question in watching out for what's going on. Foxes are really, really good with their noses. You know, they can smell and feel, and like they can find food underground under the snow. Did you know foxes do that? That like when it's snowing, they can find where to look because of their smell. Their sense of smell is so strong, and then they jump up and then they try to break through with their they use their feet and their nose. So, but this is being very cunning about being careful and watching online with the weather. Yeah. And I don't know how well, Trump has cut so much with NOAA, but it might, like, if you can afford and donate to NOAA and other organizations that watch for the weather patterns all the time. But what I'm getting here is it's a strong one. It is. It's a strong one. So be careful. Okay. Be careful and be very, very prepared. That's one thing with the bear. Think of going into a cave and hibernating. Like how much prep you need for hibernating. Well, you got to eat a whole bunch, basically. So yeah. I don't know myself. I've never lived in an area that has hurricanes or tornadoes, so I don't know how to prepare. I only know, California with earthquakes, fires, floods, and riots. I know how to protect about that, but okay. Let me get back over here. Yeah, the online YouTube channels, right? Like, who's the weather dude? Ryan Hall, y'all, right? And then there's Stefan. Oh, yeah, Mimi. Ryan Hall, y'all says, don't be scared, be prepared. That's perfect. Yeah. Hurricane Ghislaine, right? Maybe she'll visit Mar-a-Lago. That's great, Plucky Hero. That's great. Oh. Okay. Let me get over here. Thank you for that question, Caroline. All right, this one's interesting. Okay, 3. There we go. So, will the Russians release Epstein videos? I could bet he had everything videoed. He had so many videos there. Yeah. I don't even know if they have them. You guys, somebody knows something that I don't know, so. Yeah, tomorrow, I know. I'm sorry. Don't have that many riots. But the fires, I know. That's why one of the reasons I moved in, because I just couldn't afford to live there anymore. Not a good state to try to make your ends meet when you're retiring or trying to. Like, I don't think I'll ever retire, but homeowners dues, property tax, all that stuff. Oh, Maximum Velocity does live coverage. Okay, thank you, Christy, for that. Thank you. But yeah, the riots, I'm sorry. It's just that, I lived in Upland when the Rodney King thing happened. And then I lived in Santa Monica when the Simi Valley court let the cops go that beat up. So there's that. But you're right. There's not that many riots. 1992. Oh, Rita, I'm in Oregon. Yeah, I was a native to California too, Tamara. Or Tamara? Is it probably Tamara? I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah, my whole family was there. I still left. They were grown up, though. Well, pretty much. Now they are. Now they're totally grown up. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to change the time. 35. Let's try this. Okay. Will the Russians release Epstein videos? Epstein videos. Yeah, 92 was terrible. Oh, goodness. Right, Rodney King and oh my, it's just unbelievable. Okay. Epstein videos, Russia. Do you have videos and will you release them? Yes or no? What's the truth about this? Right there. Well, okay, hidden. Okay, server. I don't have anything here to say no. What I have right in the center is this would be not only files, but up above, servers. This is the coffin is like my server card. The hidden files, night to up at the top to there are lots of audio files, and this is a big yes. So audio files, yes. There's the movement of guilt, and then there's this money flow of a crime ring. Here's Russia, and yeah, but you know what? It's interesting. Is like I would think they might like trickle some out here and there. I kind of see like a big flood of, like there's a lot there. Like they do. I get that they do have. Russia has a huge, like a lot, a lot of documentation, video, all of that. It's dangerous for people within the crime ring is the thing, and we could imagine what the Russian crime ring oligarchs have, right? That can be revealed. So, but I say yes. Let's say yes. Wow. Okay. Makes sense they would have. I mean, Epstein had ties, right? Oh, yes, of course there are copies of files. Yeah. And there's just, with every civil suit that all the victims brought forward, there's files in each one of those. So each one of those cases. Trump is definitely compromised. I mean, I just love they keep playing those videos of him partying with Epstein and all the people that came to Mar-a-Lago and pictures with Ghislaine, at Mar-a-Lago, and they're like, lovey-dovey, look like they've been sitting in the sun, and then they decide to, have dinner. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back over here. Thank you, Caroline, for that. Carmen wants to know, okay, so 39, 45, I'll say. Will ICE be used to round up homeless, undocumented, or I'm sorry, unhoused? Will ICE be used to round up unhoused people. And if so, would they be sent to camps, to work camps? They have plans to build another alligator Auschwitz, which just drives me nuts. Did Elon give Epstein files to Putin? I don't think so. I think they had him way before. Way before. Okay. Oh, Epstein's Lolita Express flew. Thank you, Mark. Flew a number of times to St. Petersburg. Yeah. Okay. I miss California too, Carmen. I don't miss the wind, though. I don't miss the hot winds. I don't miss the fires. I don't miss the frenetic energy. But now, if you lived right on the water, or you lived in some other areas in Northern California, or there's a lot of great places. That's one thing about it. It's just there's so many great places. I just can never afford to live there forever. Okay, so will ice be used to round up unhoused? I've got a mixed, I think it's kind of in flux. It looks like there's a plan. There's a hidden plan. There is a hidden plan, and it's very devious. I've got Kristi Noem at the top that will just do anything to get people and relocate them. This has to do with relocation. But what I'm getting is that the public, there's something with the public. It goes like this, and this is at the other corner. So these two cards here are up at the top. So the devious plan will be put to an end because the public is going to fight, is what I'm getting against that. But I've got Kristi Noem and her abuse and her reputation as a very, dangerous person is going to be short-lived. But there's, with the fish here, this could be alligator Alcatraz. I feel like there's a plan because she's stupid, because she's that stupid. But she doesn't understand that they can't, the ones that are smart and can get away, they will. And the other ones that couldn't get away wouldn't be able to work. Okay, I'll just say that. For whatever reasons, they wouldn't be able to work. Yeah, Noam is definitely mentally ill. Definitely. Yeah. Okay. So let me get over here and back here. Victoria Cleary. Okay, so here we are at 4444. I love it when it lines up like that. Okay, will redistricting in Texas cause Jasmine Crockett to lose her seat. Okay. Jasmine Crockett. Talk about, the gerrymandering, like it's already ratcheted down. Let's just make it worse. So ridiculous. Okay. Well, Jasmine Crockett, will you lose your seat? She could, I don't know. I'd love to see her just keep running. Will Jasmine Crockett lose her seat? Yes or no? This is interesting. So the public, there's so much of the Democratic blue public that's really committed to her. And for the long term, this peaceful, they're committed to her, and there's that peace there, that peacefulness in that part of that foundation, the foundation of peacefulness. There are a lot of Texans who are very, very peaceful. And there's the loyalty to her. I don't have anything. I mean, it's going to be very tricky and abusive. Hi, Terry, Terry Mullins, new member. Hello. Yeah, tricky and wrong and abusive, but the movement towards her is all about loyalty. So I'm not seeing, if I keep going, here's her reputation. She has a lot of support. Yeah, it's going to be a cross to bear, but there's so much love for her. And if anything happens there, she's not going to leave government. She will somehow be able to stay. I mean, they're trying to remove her, but there's a minimization of it so it's not going to be an easy thing for her to go through, but she's maybe the whip was about her fighting in a way. Let's see what card was right. Yeah. Oh yeah, it could be her movement, the movement of her fighting. Yeah. That's true, Sherry. If she does lose her seat, she would be on to bigger and better things. She's such a fighter. She's just, I love her. Did you guys see the baby? Have you guys all seen the funny baby videos on? Hey, Liz McLean, new member. Hi. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. You seen the baby videos? There's the one with her between Jasmine Crockett and there's even Comer in there, like the what now? And then Jasmine Crockett, and then with the bleach, whatever, blonde, bad built butch body thing. And then what's her name? Marjorie Taylor Greene. Is really funny. Can't remember if it's diaper diplomacy or there's a few of them. If you subscribe to one, all the other ones will populate. So, and then you can subscribe to those. Oh, goodness. Okay, so let me get back over here, start, and thank you, Victoria, for that one. Kathmandu is wondering, what's up with Xi Jinping? Did he miss? I think I'll use a kipper for this one. Did he miss the BRICS summit due to bad health? Xi Jinping, what's up with you? Xi Jinping. I have a good question in here about the roof, but I didn't think of it to put it at the top. So sorry, I think it's the last question. I kind of had him in there according to what was going on with the news. Xi Jinping, what's going on with you? goodness. He's not doing well at all. He's struggling to get by. This is a painful loss of some type, or maybe he's not around. He's, or maybe it's just a painful loss of money that's got him down. It doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, I have to go with what the cards say. Let's see. Let me go ahead and do this 9 box up here and see what else happens. So I've got the official person. These are rules and regulations, but he sets the rules. So this to me is going to just read, yes, it's official. There's some important discovery that's going to be coming in. He's feeling helpless. He has mental problems. He's in a crisis all over the world with the rest of the world. Or this could also be, I don't know, drugs or alcohol. I think he's worried about his place in the world. I don't know if this is somebody trying to help him. That's weird. I mean, this card's coming in next to the coffin, and this is, it's my retro card. Like, there's something that he gets. It could have something to do with a legal problem, because this is or this could be one of his sons. Does he have a son, you guys? I don't even know. I don't know anything about him at all. But he's troubled by and is very concerned by there are lots of meetings, but he's troubled by what other people are saying about him. It could have something to do with the child. Like maybe he has a new child, a new baby or something. Here's his real estate and his legacy, and who he is and everything that he has. It could have to do with money that he has taken in, and it could have to do with a child. I don't know anything about this guy, but I can tell you that I'm not seeing. I mean, the coffin's not a good card at all. It has to do with money. It has to do with the community, and then his place, his position in the world. Has he been missing a long time, you guys? Oh, thank you, Angie, so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Gordy Nutt, you gifted you're so sweet to gift a membership. That is so awesome. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. So, hey, Lori's driving. Okay, drive safe, sweetheart. Do you know anything about Xi Jinping? I haven't kept up on him at all, you guys. I have no idea, but the cards are saying, he could actually be having some lie down time because he's got problems physically. I don't have the bad health card. Instead, what I have is the, it's done. But it doesn't always mean that. It can just always mean, the coffin card could mean just a painful loss. So, and it has to do with money. Yeah. Thank you, Suzanne, so much. Yeah, we love Lori, don't we? She cracks me up. And she's so good. She's just so good at what she does. Okay, so, thank you, Deborah. Xi Jinping has a daughter. Okay. Maybe the man, so the man could be the daughter's husband if she's married, or if she's old enough. Could also be an attorney, a legal person for him. Oh, Evelyn, he had problems in his brain a while back. Okay, well, that one card, the crisis card, that's definitely brain. Interesting. Okay, we'll just have to keep an eye on that. because that's weird to miss the BRICS summit. That's super weird. Okay. Thank you for that question, Vic. Or Kathmandu, I'm sorry. And then I have another one from Vic. Will the full authentic Epstein files with redactions to protect the victim's personal info ever be released? Okay, so I think I'll go back to the Lenny's on this one. And if so, will this happen before the end of the year? Okay. Well, I need to put my timestamp in. Okay, there we go. Will all of the Epstein records, files, videos, with redactions, of course, that are necessary, will they ever be released? And then I'll ask after if it's going to be by the end of the year. Will they be released? Will all of them ever be released? Yeah, if Russia has so many of them, it doesn't make, well, I never knew. I never know with Trump what he's doing when it comes to aggression against Russia, because sometimes it's a ruse and other times I think he gets himself in trouble. Okay, will be released. Oh, let's see. I've got this stork, which, it's like a little bit coming and going. There's clouds, there's betrayal. Oh, I do have a yes, though, but I do have an obstacle at the top. So we have the mountain at the top. They're trying to, so what I'm getting is they're using this opportunity to try they're using this opportunity to block as much as they can, and they're hoping people will just forget about it. This is a card for like Alzheimer's and dementia, where people forget about things. But what it's going to have the effect of doing on the public is it's going to make the public, some of them confused, but then pissed off that they're not. So basically, the public is going to just keep trying to get the whole thing, like all of it. And they're going to see the subterfuge and the obfuscation as feeling betrayed. These cards night together. And then they're also seeing it as a crime ring. But eventually it looks like a yes. Let me keep going. All right, so we've got Pam Bondi here in a lot of trouble, and the big betrayer who gets bit. I've read on her before. I got that she's gone. She'll be going. She'll probably, he'll either throw her under the bus so hard that he fires her, or she'll retire, but resign. I think she would probably resign. But anyway, so there's a lot of overseas action, okay, coming down on her, right? And the public knows that she's blocking it, for him, like he's the one that, she's trying to protect him because that's her job. Oh my God. Can you believe that? We're supposed to have 3 separate branches of government, not everything being, yeah. So anyway, I think what we're going to have is at some point the government, all branches of government, are going to be loyal to bringing it through because their constituents are going to just keep on them. People are, I don't get that the people are going to let this go. Okay, let me ask, will it happen by the end of the year? Okay. Oh, you guys, yeah, Bobby Reese Tarot did a thing on Lionsgate. That's excellent. And then YouTube Mama is saying there's supposed to be something significant for today. What's happening today is at 4:24 p.m. Pacific time, and adjust accordingly to your time zone. Mars moves into Libra, and it's in a kite configuration. Just go back and watch the very beginning, and I explained it all. So there is something very important today. Okay. Oh, goodness. Will this happen before the end of the year? Well, enough. And it doesn't have to be that it was all of them, but enough. Well, enough of those files. Will they come out by the end of the year? Will we have them by the end of the year? There we go. Well, so I've got the dog. There's loyalty there. It's government, but there's still the government. Yeah, it's the government is just going to be really, really tricky and try to minimize any commitment to reveal, but because they're going to use their power and all that. But it's Russia. Remember the other reading? It's Russia where we're going to get the information. So subscribe to all the, the channels that are watching Russia. There's one guy I really like, Jason something, keeping an eye on everything. So there's going to be a couple different avenues. But as far as timing, I mean, it's might be before the midterms because this is an election card. But will it be by the end of the year? It's possible because I do have the sun and the moon. The sun is a major yes card. And the moon could be the solar eclipse because I've got the sun, solar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is on the September 7th, but the solar eclipse is 2 weeks after, which, what is that? The 21st. Yeah. So maybe by then, yeah, because we've got action and a gift and yeah. Okay. So I mean, I would have to say yes, but not all of it. Not all of it. It's gonna come out little by little. Okay, thanks for that, Vic. That was a great question. All right, then here we go. Oh wait, hold on. There must have been another one. Oh, I guess the order just went. Let me do it this way. Because the order needs to be, yeah, I have it right in my notes here, but so, oh goodness, I'm going late. Okay, 20, I'll try to go faster. Is Ghislaine Maxwell an agent? So just a simple yes or no for another country. Was she an agent for another country? And then I have a follow-up question about that. Well, no. Was she an agent for another country? Okay. Well, she was a hidden enemy, just sneaking around all over the world. Here she is. she was gifted all over the world with support because of the, these were just really dark people, and gifted in a way that she could just continue to abuse. But an actual agent, well, the fox is really sneaky, and this is a card of secret hidden enemies in here. With the book, it's just, well, maybe it'll be in the files when they finally come out. But I don't know if she'll still be alive by then, or it'll just be a really painful loss for her, because these cards are coming up behind her. Yeah, okay. I kind of think it's a yes based on those cards. Okay, so thanks, Dorian, for that. And then this one's for me. I want to know, is she going to escape or be let out of Club Fed? Or is somebody going to come in and... What's going to be her experience? And we'll do this timestamp here. Right there. Okay. What's going to be her experience at the prison in, I don't remember the name of it. I can see the sign, but I can't see the word. Okay, so what? What will be her experience? Will she get out? Will she be taken out somehow? Will she be rescued? Goodness. She should have never been able to even go there. I mean, that was an order that came from up high. What is the prison board dude? I mean, who gave him permission to do that? Rose Blue, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay. How's this going to go? Ugh. She makes me nauseous. Ugh. Okay, clouds, garden key. And there she is. I don't like having the key above her. She's guilty as you know what. Okay. So I have the prison card here below her. I don't like having the letter up there because that has to do with some kind of decree. So she's facing really bad times. I don't see her going free, though. I don't see her going free. I see her guilty, staying there into further old age. I mean, this is gravity here. The anchor is like gravity. And it's like it's not moving. And then here's the prison. I don't have the storks. I don't have anything. I mean, her experience there, she gets to go, move around freely and I don't know, she has a little emotional freedom is the way I'll read that. But she knights to the tree. So this is like stuck and grounded and rooted in her position. She's guilty. She can run around in that place. Yeah, I'm not seeing escaping cards unless something changes. Now, could they put like an ankle bracelet on her there? And so she can move around even more freely? Or maybe so they can track her? Because I bet you she's just not very popular. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's legal action to try and get her free, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it happen. Okay. All right. So now, that's my next question. Oh, this goes here. Okay. Now, this one will be about, oh, I missed the 1111. Darn it. It's okay. Okay, the next question has to do with, so Shirley had a really good question. How soon is Tulsi Gabbard going down? Sooner the better. Okay, let's see if I can get some timing here. What is Tulsi Gabbard's future? Tulsi Gabbard. What is her future? Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard's future. A lot of burden. Yeah. She's got a big cross to bear. Something's going to be revealed about her being, she goes, kind of like a double agent is what I'm getting here because the fox is right there. She's going to make some stupid moves, I think, and be kind of abusive. I don't know if she might leave before the next election, before the midterms, or that could even be like, because sometimes like even the president leaves, right? And then the people the way it used to be before Trump was that people would they'd just stay in their positions and the incoming new president wouldn't, necessarily fire people. But in her case, I don't know. But I do have that. Well, it could be choice. She's under a burden and she has some choice. She can make some improvements. But her connections to money at the top of the government is not good. And when it comes to the top of the government, this is Trump because who's demented? Who's got Alzheimer's or early stage Alzheimer's at least? All right. So she's just kind of biding her time, but she's in there, she's there to do his bidding and his abuse, and she's going to just be loyal to him. She's there in a stable position. I don't see her going. I don't see her going until, another election, until somebody fires her. But for while he's there, I think she's going to be there. Okay, darn it. I don't like that answer. Okay, so here's the last question besides some cards for us at 1:14. Okay, good. All right, so what was the real reason the felon was on the roof? I think I'll use the tarot for this one. And I'll just, I don't think it matters if I have reversals or not with this. What's the real reason he was on the roof? What is he trying to do? What was his intention? Was it distraction? Yeah, when he's up there yelling, it's like might as well be out there next to the helicopter because you can't. And then he can go, "What? What'd you say? What? No, I didn't know that." Goodness. So, what's the real reason he went up on that roof? Why did he get up on that roof? Walking around. I guess. Plucky Heron. Okay, great. Watch the replay. Yes, I'll get the timestamps in as fast as I can. Why was he on the roof right there? Well, he's trying to control something, trying to act like he's the big guy that's got it all, right? He's trying to, I don't know. I feel like it has something to do. I mean, both of these cards can relate to greed, right? He's holding on to whatever makes him feel better, but also there's the greed with both of those. And did the devil make him do it? Could it be? Was he trying to have lunch with Satan? Oh my goodness. I feel like he's trying to blind. So what I'm getting here is he's trying to blindside people. He's trying to blindside people. He's really just all over the place, and he's trying to avoid judgment. But oh my God, how many majors? He's insane. He's truly insane. So it's kind of, it's like when you're trying to figure out why somebody does something and they're crazy, you can't figure it out because they're crazy. They're just crazy. But I think it's a deflection. I think he's trying to blindside people, and there's a deflection about his legal issues and Epstein and everything else. And the judges that are saying, no, you can't do that when it comes to deportation. No, you can't do this. Yeah. And something to do with legal relationships or relationships with others. Like he's trying to, I mean, this is his card. I mean, he is a Gemini. So this would be, because this is an air sign dude in charge. And then the Lover's card is another one of his cards because it's ruled by Gemini, and he is a Gemini. So he's crazy, but he's trying to act like he's the guy in charge. And we all know, like, he's just channeling Satan all the time. Yeah, he's trying. It's all about a show. He's putting on a show to be in charge. I mean, my goodness, we have the King of Wands and the Emperor. Well, you know what, dude? The Emperor doesn't have any clothes on. That's right. Epstein is his kryptonite. That's right, Donna. Yes. So that's why he was up there. He was up there just to show off. And like, I'm the dude that can bring things together, with the Two of Pentacles here. I can make deals. I can negotiate, blah, blah, blah. We wish he might have just slipped or, like, what? But, I shouldn't say that out loud. I don't know. He's just, he's stuck. He's just stuck in his head. He's just stuck. He's trying to be the one that brings the light to people, and he's working and all of that. And it's just as a deflection about all the bad news that's coming out about him, and especially all the betrayals that are coming. So, and he's not going to get away with it, but we might be riding this out for a while, especially with the eclipses coming. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I have there. So let me get back over here and let's see. Charles, hey, thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for the ad-free live stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, here we are. Cards for us. I'm just going to use because we have the full moon coming in Saturday. So I'm going to use this little moon magic deck, and it just has affirmations. So let's see, what is it that you guys need to know? Because with the full moon, you can set intentions to release things, to bring things in wherever 17 degrees. If you know your natal chart, wherever 17 degrees of Aquarius, whatever house that occupies, that will be your Maureen. That's right. Trump did come in an eclipse. He was born like really close to an eclipse. He could go out with one. That is so true. That is so true. Hi, Raymond. But anyway, wherever you have 17 degrees of Aquarius in your natal chart, this could be a good full moon for you. Really, really good. In whatever area that is of your in your natal chart. Like if it's your fourth house, it could be a good happy time for your around your family, or something to do with real estate or getting a new job or new move to a new home, something like that. So yeah, okay. Artist Liz, you know what? I'll write this down I'll put it into next week's. When will Artist Liz? Okay. When will JD? Yeah. Get rid of the peach, the orange. Ain't no peach. Okay. What do you guys need to know for this full moon coming up? And tomorrow, the Lionsgate. What are the best affirmations for you guys? Right there. Oh, this is cool. I know my shadow side. Oh, it's backwards. I'll just read it to you. It's pretty. I know my shadow side, and I will work willingly to transform it, to transform aspects of it. You can't transform the whole thing in one full moon. You can do some good work, though, because it definitely, the full moon would be illuminating. So could the Lionsgate. So wherever you're judging yourself or not, you're just not having a good time in life, there's a false belief in there that's holding that whole pattern in place. So let's see if the full moon can illuminate whatever that is, and then you can turn it around. Melissa, oh, hey, sweetie. You know what? I'll read on that separate and email you, okay? Thank you so much there. You're a sweetheart. Okay, so now this one's good. Yeah, so if we figure out what false belief is holding a pattern in place that is keeping us stuck somewhere or in a situation that we don't want to be in anymore, we can transform it by figuring out that, because the shadow side is just nothing but false beliefs about yourself and life. And when you figure out what that false belief is, then you can turn it around and create, with the power of the word, a healing mantra. And this card makes sense with that because it says, I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Right? When you get the truth, then that's how you turn things around. And lastly, I am ready for something bigger, better, and brighter. Yeah, the full moon, that's perfect for that one. So, okay. Well, that's it for today, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for so long. And I'll see you back over my table later. Okay. Bye.